Hi friends, welcome to another episode of Developing Investment Acumen with Arpit. If you have attended one of my workshops, you would understand what IPO is all about. In this video, we are going to learn how in a step-by-step manner we can analyze an IPO. So don't worry, this is not going to be a Gyan session. What we are going to do is we are going to apply this step-by-step process on one of the latest launched IPOs, which is Barbecue Nation Hospitality. So let's get on with it. Now, how do we analyze an IPO? It's a simple 7-step process. How do we analyze an IPO? So the first step is you have to understand how diversified a company is. Now, talking about Barbecue Nation Hospitality, this company is quite diversified. This company is one of the pioneers of over-the-table grill concept in India. This company is not just pioneers of this concept, this is one of the largest chains in India of this concept. This company has 147 barbecue nations in India and 6 abroad, which is a huge number. Not just Barbecue Nation brand, this company also has Italian brands. So there are 3 Italian brands which are under this company's umbrella: Toscano, Collage, La Terrace. This company owns 9 Toscano, 1 Collage and 1 La Terrace. Overall, this company has a lot of restaurants under its umbrella. Looks good. For starters, we can see that this company is doing good. This company has a lot of restaurants. This company is running a lot of restaurants and it has also diversified into different segments. So far so good. Let's analyze it from a second perspective. The most important point: what are the financials of the company? If I am going to be an investor in this company, I should be very assured of the financials of this company. Is this a profit making company, a loss making company? Does this company has a tradition of a loss making company, or is it because of certain market condition that it went into red? Let us understand this more in detail with Barbecue Nation example. As you can see here, I have shown you the numbers for last 3 years from 2018 till this year. As you can see, the total assets of this company have increased over this time period, which is a good sign. Assets are increasing. But let's also look at revenues of this company. Now, as you can see, the revenues of this company were going up, but then suddenly they started going down. Major reason: COVID. And we don't know how long this situation will last. But looking at the overall scenario, looking at the overall revenue potential that this company was having, seems like a good idea. COVID will end, things will improve. So far, I feel this company is a good bet. But let's look at the profit. Now, if you see, this company has been a loss-making company. In 2018, it had 5.8 crore loss. In 2019, it had 38 crore rupee loss. In 2020, still it had 38 crore rupee loss. A huge loss, which has increased to 100 crore rupees in last year. Huge amount of losses that this company is facing. Now, this is the only thing which bothers me about this company. This company has got good number of assets. This company has got good revenues, good revenue potential. It was on the right track. But when I see the loss, my confidence shakes a bit. Let's look at the third parameter to see if that increases my confidence in this IPO or in any IPO which I am analyzing. Now, third and very important point is, what is the objective that the company wants to fulfill with this IPO? As has been released by the company, the main objective of this company's IPO is not to expand or not to acquire another company or not to build something. The main objective is to repay its borrowings, to fulfill the other needs of the company. That is where I personally feel that my confidence has gone a bit down. So point 1, I was very confident. Till point 2, I was neutral. Point 3, my confidence has gone down. Let's look at point number 4. Point number 4 is very important. I would say it's the most important point because this is more about competitor analysis. How the competitors or peers in the same industry, when they have released their IPOs, how did their prices went up or down? This is something which we must look into when we are analyzing an IPO. How did other companies of same size, same domain, how did they fared when they raised their IPOs? So let's look at the examples. You can see all the examples on the screen. Let's check those examples one by one. The most recent one, Burger King. The listing price of Burger King was 115. Now it is trading at 137. Good enough jump. In 3 months, Burger King was released in January. In 2 months, it has risen by almost 10%. Jubilant FoodWorks, the owners of Domino's, they raised their IPO at the price of 161. Today it is trading at more than 2,800 rupees. Huge jump. Talking about specialty restaurants, they raised their IPO at 153 rupees, but now it is trading at 42. We have players whose prices have gone up a lot after IPO, and we have players whose prices have gone down also. I would club Barbecue Nation with the upper two examples. I feel that Barbecue Nation is more of a size of Jubilant or Burger King. So far I feel this is, now with this data, I feel this IPO can be applied for. Let's look at point number 5. To make sure that my decision is not just based on a hunch, I have to do a complete SWOT analysis of a company. Now, SWOT analysis is strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. We have to do a thorough analysis of a particular company who is releasing an IPO from SWOT perspective. So let's look at Barbecue Nation from SWOT perspective. What are the strengths of Barbecue Nation? It's a very well recognized brand. That is one of the most important strengths of this company. This company has a signature product. They started this product, so something which they are experts in. This company was having a steady growth. Because of COVID, things went down, but this company was having a very steady growth. Strengths wise, this company is very good. Now let's look at the weaknesses of this company. And you can see those weaknesses written on the screen as this company is carrying a lot of debt, and probably one of the reasons of this IPO is to clear off some of that debt. Weaknesses are there, but I still feel it's a good investment. Let's look at the opportunity, and how I get that confidence is because of the opportunities that are in this domain. The first opportunity, this company has started venturing into delivery services. Delivery services have started rising, and we will talk about Zomato IPO in one of the future videos. Why we feel that Zomato could be a good investment, we'll explain in that full video. But delivery services have started picking up. So that is very important to note, and Barbecue Nation is not missing on that. This company has a lot of potential to grow domestically as well as internationally. Barbecue Nation as a concept is already there in tier 1 cities like Lucknow. It will go into tier 2 cities as well. So a huge opportunity for this company to grow as soon as COVID restrictions start lifting up. So growth will be there. This company can also leverage the franchisee model. So that is something which is there to be taken up. A good brand, good service, good product. Franchisee model is up for the taking. So this company has a lot of opportunity to grow. Let's look at the threats that this company is facing. COVID-19, biggest threat, the threat that has nearly shut down this company. We don't know how long it will be there, but it will come down. People have started going to restaurants, so this will come down. What I would say is this is not a very big threat. It's a threat, not a very big threat. Bigger threat is competition. There are companies like Pirates of Grill, there are other companies which have come into this domain and are providing probably an equal or better service than Barbecue Nation. That is one of the areas where Barbecue Nation has a lot of threat. Overall, till this point, I feel Barbecue Nation, we can go for the IPO. Let's look at point number 6, which is very IPO specific. When I say IPO specific, what is the lot size? Now, what is lot size in an IPO? You must understand. If you have attended the workshops, then you know what is lot size in IPO. If you have not, lot size is basically number of shares you can buy in one transaction. Now, when you're trying to buy shares from an IPO, you don't buy 1 or 2 shares, you bet for a lot of shares. Lot means a group of shares. Let's look at Barbecue Nation example. How many shares are there in the one lot of this? So there are 30 shares in one lot. And what Barbecue Nation has done is you can apply for one lot minimum, and maximum you can apply for 13 lots. Why is this important? In case IPO gets oversubscribed, then every subscriber gets maximum one lot, not more than that. What does this data show us? This data shows us that Barbecue Nation is not that confident that they will be able to raise the required money. Last but not the least, the 7th point is promoters' equity in the company. Now, in all my sessions and in all my videos, I have highlighted that promoters' equity is very important factor. It shows us that how confident are promoters about their own business. If the promoters' equity has been rising over the years, then promoters are very confident about the business. They are trying to consolidate their hold over the company. But if promoters are diluting their equity in the company over the years, it means promoters are themselves not confident. Either they are not very confident, or promoters are selling their own equity to maybe clear off some debts and all. So promoter equity and pledging, these two are very important factors. You can watch one of my other videos to understand more about promoters equity and promoters holding and the pledging. Now coming back to the point, promoters holding in this company is approximately 61%, which is pre-IPO, it is 61%. It's not a very small number, it's a good number to have. So that is all about analyzing an IPO. When you are analyzing an IPO, apply this 7-step process and you will never fail as an investor or as an applicant for an IPO. Thank you friends, bye.